Hello guys, Meow. Welcome to Speaking Meow. So this time we have a special guest. He's the first one actually. C'était un problème, vous faites mieux qu'aux anglais ou?
No.
Okay, cool.
Totally fine. Yes.
So for Jason to understand. And yes, so we have today the first guest in the show. He's actually a good friend of mine, and he do photos, and also he do photos for hobby mostly. Is it right?
Exactly.
Yes, mostly for hobby, and he has a permanent job, like a full-time job, and on top of this, he find time to do videos and photos. You can see all his work on his Insta and also on his YouTube. Maybe we can put the link to the social media in the description or the tag name around there somewhere. So yes, so pretty much I'm really happy to have him. His name is Ashwin, so I will let you introduce yourself.
Good morning, guys. So as John said, I'm Ashwin, and I think we've met back in 2019.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, it was during a photography walk, I think, in the south.
Yes, actually we met in the south, Suriname.
Yeah, I guess.
Suriname, yeah. It was there was a church there.
Exactly.
Yeah. So just to give you an idea how it happened, so we have the photo walk, and we went through the village.
Yeah.
And it started by the church, and even after the photo walk ended, we went to...
Yeah, actually we went to lunch, and then there's a famous waterfall around the area, and we said, there was you, Vidish, and myself.
Yes.
And we said, like, it's so far from where we live, and the waterfall is just beside us, so why not after the walk, let's go there and take a few photos out there, and that's...
The good story from this, I don't know if you remember, you have these two kids.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't know if did you send a photo to the actual headquarters photo walk on that time?
Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, it took so much time to edit them. Some of them are still under the
Okay, good. Because I remember I sent one of it, and this was the two kids. So I sent it, they accepted, and I don't know where they accepted actually, and it went first national.
Oh wow!
I don't remember actually. Like it was like 2 years ago, 3 years, 2 years.
2019.
Yeah, August I think, and it's around this time.
October.
Okay.
Actually, what happened is that normally the first week of October I used to run Bamboka Trail, and I was injured that year, so that's why I came to the photo walk.
Last year also you were injured for...
Yeah, that's long-term injury.
So tell me about your passion about photography, how you started.
Actually, photography is kind of dates quite a long time back. Back in 2012, I think.
Wow.
It is the first time I saw like motion photographers taking really awesome photos, like digital photos for blurry backgrounds, and it amazed me really much. And at that point, I said to myself, this is something really difficult to do, and stay like this. Fast forward to 2016, I was going for a trip in Reunion Island.
So, question for you.
Yeah.
In between 2012, that's right?
Yeah.
It started. So, 2012 and 2016, what happened between that gap?
For me, like, to start photography was like, I was so amazed with the quality of the photos you see online, and it was something like unrealistic for me. Like, I said, I would never be able to take photos like this, so I kind of use my phone, just, it up, and
it's like kind of like use what you have to...
Yeah, and it was like so unrealistic for me. I was saying to myself, there's no way I'll be able to take good photos, so it stayed like this. 2016, I was planning a trip to Reunion Island with a friend, and I said to myself, I need to capture those moments, those memories, and I started looking for a camera, and obviously there was some water activities and so on, so I said that the DSLRs, they won't work. So at that time there was the action camera Contour.
Okay. Yeah.
I reviewed several, and finally I opted for the GoPro Hero 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then so that's where it really started. Like, okay, so I took some great photos, some videos. From there on, when I looked at them on the laptop afterwards, I said, wow. So I think I can do something.
Okay, good.
From there, I came back. So you go busy life, work. So
we're still working at the time.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So then it kind of remained like this. I used the GoPro from time to time, and then it came the real. I said to myself, like, some of my friends, like Vidish himself, he was already very advanced in photos.
Yeah,
so I also knew he was like very much into a tech person, so he knew how to upgrade the PC, etc.
Because the first time that we got the 360 camera, it was with Vidish at that photo walk, because he bought it. He just for fun. He just bought it, and then he was making the videos and the photos, which I really like also. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. So from there, I thought I need to have some knowledge about how to build up PCs or repair laptops, etc. So the passion kind of died over here because I knew nothing about opening a PC, etc. And I did take a course a few years later about how to repair a PC, how to build one, which my knowledge is only theoretical. I'm yet to
never open one?
During the classes, yeah.
Okay.
But after the classes, it died over there. So
okay, good.
I didn't do anything. And coincidence is that once I was traveling, I forgot to which country I was going, and I met someone in the airplane, and we were speaking like, just to have a conversation, and then we were talking about photography and all these things, and I told her that I need to know about PCs, etc. She said, no, photography is about like mostly framing. You need a camera, you need to know a bit about framing, and it goes from there. You don't need to know how to repair a PC to take photos. And then that clicked on me and said, she's right. So that was.
So it was on a plane.
Yeah. Like, I don't know her. I don't even remember her name. It's just like you're just having a conversation. I'm pretty sure I didn't even know. So So then that really clicked, and I came back to Mauritius. Of course, you go back to work, and then that really hit me. So I said, I need to get a camera, and it was already December. I was like,
Christmas.
Almost. So on 22nd or 23rd, I was like searching for what cameras is good for beginners. And
so, question for you: Nikon or Canon?
So at that point, it was between Nikon and Canon. So I didn't really know which one I would take. So I went online and I started searching. What made me choose the brand was that actually I could find a Nikon authorized reseller in Mauritius, but for Canon I couldn't really find it.
Yeah.
So then I said, okay, I'll go to Nikon because I don't have.
They have the reseller, they have all the backup.
Yeah. So that's made it. And on 24th of December, like we at work ends at around noon, half day. So then I said, okay, after that, I'm going to the shop and get the camera.
Which year was this?
That was 2018.
Okay.
2018.
Okay, great.
December 2018. I get on the previous day, I saw that there was a new camera, like APS-C sensor, which I didn't understand what was APS-C sensor and full frame. I just know DSLR. So I got the D3500.
Yes.
And with a kit lens, so
the 1855.
Yeah. I bought that and I came home. It was already late, so I was so tired that I just put it to say, okay, tomorrow's Christmas. I'll open it tomorrow. And I opened it the next day on Christmas, and I spent the whole day like
understanding.
how to use it. So I was YouTubing how to use manual mode, how to use. So I learned quite a bit, and then I think around 2 p.m., 3 p.m. I was able to take my first photo.
So from the morning till 2 p.m. it was like a learning curve.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just looking at YouTube and okay, there's the different modes: aperture priority, shutter priority, manual mode, automatic, and the white balance, all these things. So it was like I could.
So you're kind of person like who want to understand all the process theoretically and then go to the practical.
Yeah, so that because it was terrifying. Like you have a camera, so many buttons, and the D3500 is not. There's not many buttons, but at that time, it was like that's
You want to know what it's doing, what this button use for. It's like curiosity.
Yeah. So from there on, I was able to take a few photos, and I also stumbled across Pierre Lambert's videos at that time.
Okay, this spot we're gonna come back later, guys. I have a special question for you. Actually, for him on this section.
Yeah. So from there on, and Pierre was starting his course. So
maybe you should tell them who is this guy.
Yeah. So Pierre Lambert actually is, and how he describes himself.
We are not doing a promotion for him.
Yeah. So he was like, he describes himself as an adventurer photographer. And he was doing YouTube, and at that time when I started following him, he was like 35k subscribers, and now I think he's almost over 500k, so that's kind of really good progression.
And I think he has two YouTube accounts, one in French and one in English.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's based in Chicago. I don't know if now he's moved or whatever.
Exactly, he's based in Chicago and he moves around for travel gigs.
Okay.
So I enrolled in his course, and after his courses were 30 days, and after the third week I realized, okay, I've outrun this camera, so I need another one.
Yeah, you found the limit of the camera at that time.
Yeah. So I went to buy a new lens because he said the lenses are more important. Again, I went to the Nikon reseller in Mauritius, and I wanted the 2470 f2.8.
Oh, okay. Zoom lens. Didn't take prime lens.
No, not yet.
Okay.
So I went for it, and the guy told me, the owner of the shop told me, which camera do you have? I told him I have a D3500, and he said to me, you don't use a Ferrari lens.
On a mini.
Yeah. Okay. So then I bought the camera D700. 750.
Okay, that's the reason why you changed. Okay.
Yeah. And I use it for quite a lot. I think most of my Instagram photos currently are from that camera.
So actually, I think the people should know, like, you changed the D750 till 2022.
Yeah, till 2022. It's only like in the last month, mid-2022, I switched to Sony mirrorless camera. I think going forward, mirrorless the way forward. So I switched, but I still have my first camera, but the 3500.
This is a souvenir.
Yeah, I can take that. It's also like, when you go for hiking or some fun activities, you don't want to risk the mirrorless camera.
Yeah, because the other one is more expensive and you don't want to break it because you invest.
Yeah, exactly. So I take the other one. And also, when I just had the first camera, I was about, to have those blurry shots. And I couldn't really get it at the start because, the kit lens is like...
you need to work it out.
Yes. So I understood how the aperture works. And then a few months later, I bought the 51.8 lens. And then when I took a test shot in the shop itself, I was like, and I looked at it like, wow. And the sales guy said, oh, it's good. It's really good.
Yeah, so pretty much the lens and the equipment at some point changed the whole thing.
Yeah. And then I continued my progress. So we met.
Yeah.
So from the course ended in January, and I took some shots like March, April, and then there was the busy period for us accountants. You know, like.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like business season.
Yeah, so I didn't shoot until the photography world back then, and I met you. And so when I started, I said, okay, I won't edit any photos. Like, I want it to be not the time-consuming exercise, so just taking JPEG. And then while watching YouTube, I understood that when you take it raw files, you have more possibilities, more dynamic range, which back then was a really complex term for me. And I started taking raw photos. I took a subscription for Lightroom and Photoshop. And Photoshop was like terrifying. And open it and close it immediately. Lightroom was easier to use.
Yeah, just a little disclosure. It's like this part is a really technical part. Let's say like that, because you have the raw file and the JPEG, which is like more technical. For those who are photographers, they're gonna like completely understand the thing. But the newbies, let's say it like that. So you have different type of photos, which is like on the raw file is have more information, and you can recover more information when you're doing the editing compared to the other one, the JPEG, which you can recover some, but not most of it. And Lightroom and Photoshop, they are all software from Adobe to edit photos. So one thing is like, I don't work on Photoshop that much. I do use Photoshop, but it's only for the extra work. It's mostly on Lightroom. So I understand why Photoshop is not that option to go first when you're doing the editing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Lightroom is just sliders. You move one slider left, right, you see what's happening. While Photoshop, well, tools, you don't really know how to use them. So yeah, I started this, and then I was also like using natural light, because obviously I don't know how to use artificial light. I have no idea. And for me, in my head, using the flash was like, you know, back in the days when we were still on film cameras. So when at home we had a little camera, and when we used the flash, so it kind of blew out the images of the images. There was some harsh light hitting, which I didn't understand what it was, but it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
So in my head I was, okay, I want to use flash. Until I met you, you know, I don't think you remember, but when we went to Rochester Falls, there was the kids playing, and you also wanted to take a portrait of him in front of the waterfall. And I remember you were setting up, I looked for a branch for you to set up a flashlight. And then when you took the photo, you took it black and white, and I was like, wow, like it looks so natural. Like the photo was so clean. I said, okay, so flash is something I should consider.
So pretty much it's just like having the good lighting, not in terms of proper timing, but also use the flash to fill in where we're missing light, so it can have like a balanced lighting everywhere. So when you seeing the photo, you can focus on, wow, this is the thing that this guy is showing me on this photo. Like, I need to focus here. So all the other thing gonna be like here, but you're gonna pay attention to the thing that he wants you to see.
Yeah, exactly. So, the brightest spot in the photo. So yeah, from there on I kept going, and I took several more courses in between. And currently I'm learning the flash photography, which I'm still learning. I'm yet to buy it.
I'm pretty much sure one of the things that you need to do is take out your flash and go out.
Exactly. This, and also during that time I've developed a passion for videos as well, and video editing. It becomes quite addictive at some point. And currently I'm more interested in shooting videos, editing videos than doing photos actually.
Yeah, that's thing too, because you know, before, I don't know if it happened to you, you take photos, yes, but at some point there's a story behind that. Somehow one photo doesn't tell the whole story.
Yeah.
So you need something more, how I say that, more of a backline or red line going through all those things, except if you want to take like a series of 10, 20 photos, but the video is going to be like more easy for you to do it.
Yeah, exactly. And the editing part as well is quite like problem solving. You know, you cut the clips, you do the transitions, you match the sound, do the sound design. It takes hell a lot of the time, but it is interesting.
The thing is, like, sometimes I just learned this. It's like sometimes you can have like a lot of those procedures, like editing, cutting, sound design, and also the visual part, because you need to add text on top of it and everything. So pretty much for me, right now it's like time consuming. So this is an issue, like really big time issue.
Yeah, actually it takes a lot of time. Many of my videos that I'm posting now, I shot them 2 years ago.
Yeah. I can relate to this.
Yeah.
Even for me, for example, we have a lot of, like on the hard drive, we have a lot of videos from Dubai. We went there when September 2021. Yeah, September 2021. So till now, none of that video is out. Like nothing, because we are so busy doing our stuff, like day-to-day life. And we don't have time. I don't have time to sit like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah. And you want to be inspired, like to give the best version of the video. So obviously.
So pretty much, guys, if you don't have anything to do and you like editing, then I have some footage. You can edit it for me, please.
Yeah.
My girlfriend will be happy.
Yeah, of course she'll be.
Yeah, because she keep asking me like, where's the video?
Yeah. And also for video, I took some courses as well. I signed up for some called
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's awesome. Like he explains his super magical transitions.
He didn't do any videos since long. Since really long.
Yeah. Actually,
I think this guy. I think you need to explain who is Sam Kohler.
Yeah. So Sam Kohler is a filmmaker on YouTube, and he does loads of advertisement for the big brands. At some point, he was ambassador for Adobe Premiere Pro as well. But he switched now. Everybody's switching. Yeah, he switched to DaVinci Resolve, and his transitions are like so seamless.
One of the things is like this guy, he started with a GoPro.
Yeah.
He started with the GoPro, and then he was like only doing travel. He left everything, go for travel. Started vlogging, and then end up like having all these take off. And he's the one who created the orange and teal, like make it like famous, like orange and teal filter. Let's say filter because the app is using the filter, but let's say preset for those who use the preset. So yeah, he's the one who created, and not really created, I don't know if he's the one who created, but he's the one who made it famous. Like everybody was using this at that time. So, Sam Kohler.
Yeah.
I didn't know this one. You took the
Yeah, so I took the courses. I was in the second batch. And obviously I've learned a bit of his transitions, which I'm yet to put in use because I still got to record some footage so that you can piece it together in the editing process. But he does explain all of his transitions, like, I don't know if you know famous wave transition where they are in the sea.
You have the Muffet one, like a famous one, when you have the sea coming and the cloud or something like that.
Yeah, and then the camera goes up, and when it goes down, he's in the clouds, flying towards a volcano. So
you know which one is super impressive for me? It's like not even the editing, it's only the filming. He shot a drone shot backward with like some kind of structure, like so tight. He went through this like backward. I don't know how he did this. He's the only one. He's the only one who did this.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody else who did this before.
Yeah, actually, he explained the course why he does this. It's like he uses it for transitions. Like when the drone passes through the net, he can transition from one environment to another seamlessly. You would think it is the same place, but it transitions like from Ecuador to South Africa, and you won't even know.
Yeah, he's really good. He's really good. But also he take a lot of time because he used like not Premiere at that time. He was using Premiere, After Effects, what the other one for the audio, something for audio, and he was using like all those things to like match all those cuts and do all these effects. So it can take like 1 to 2 months just to make one video for him.
Yeah, it's quality.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like at some point he was doing with what he got, and then he posted to a higher level. He was not posting that much, but when he was posting, it was the best videos ever.
Yeah,
at least at that time, it was the best one.
He's the inspiration. Like
yeah,
you look up to him.
So another question. I know we didn't finish this, but let's switch to a question for you. Who in Mauritius you see the photographers you appreciate?
There's a lot of them. Like the first photographer I saw for wedding back in 2010, which made me say, wow, motion photographers have come a long way. It was Dugesh Marga.
Okay, know him. I don't know him personally, but know the name.
I knew him at school. We were at the same school.
You went to Portuguese?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did my high school over there, but I was at John Kennedy before that. So,
okay.
So I knew him from my time at school and knew him like that. He was always a creative guy, so I think that's why.
I think he met what I wrote from his bio. He met the school photography club. That's where it started. I don't know if it's true or not, but I read it somewhere. So I guess if you watching this, confirm in the comments.
Yeah, so I saw his photos and I said like, wow, and it was someone who I knew, like a new person. I said, wow, this is like, for me,
it's kind of like you saw him at the beginning and you saw the end product at the like some couple of years after. You were like amazed, like
I was impressed and said, wow, this is like, when you look at those photos and you look at the international guys,
they are all this. And also, if I don't mistake, he won some prize international. Okay. I don't know. I guess so because knowing the quality of his work, for me the first time I saw him was he did an exhibition in the waterfront, Portuguese waterfront. So he went to India and he had some photos printed there and exposed. So this is the first time I saw him because for me my photos were was exposed. On the different because it was on Buckley Wharf like 1 week ago, and for him he was in the other building of the waterfront 1 week after. Wow. So that's the thing. That's when I started checking on him.
Yeah. So I was very impressed by him, and then afterwards, like motion photographers like yourself, when I met you back in 2019.
Yeah, that was only me for 4 years. I started at the time. So.
Yeah, I was impressed, particularly with a photo, like with two photos which caught my attention really. It was one at the beach with Asian. There was with a red dress, and there was the black and red color combination.
This one is a big dilemma for me because right now I want at that time I wanted to print it and put it on the wall like big time because I really like this photo. But she was like, why I want this photo on my wall because I can see myself. Why I'm gonna have this photo there? So yeah, I really appreciate this one too.
Yeah. And then there was another photo. I don't know if you will put it in the video, but there was another photo of a wedding. It was at a church or at some building, like some rock structure where you frame them on the door, a couple on the door.
I don't remember.
I think you have many photos like this.
I don't remember this one, but maybe you should send it to me again.
Yeah, yeah, it was 2 photos I saw, and then obviously I went on your page and watched
Thank
it.
you. The thing is like you're doing. Okay.
So what do we?
Just continue.
Yeah. So I think yeah, I'm improving. Because you know what, when you take photos of friends and then they use these photos as their profile picture, and yeah, I'm doing something good.
So they like it. That's why.
Yeah.
Those photos you send me since you have the Sony. I'm not saying before it was not good. I'm just saying like because you start sharing the link to me at that point, and I was always checking your photos before. It was really good. And since you have the Sony, I guess like you work more on portraits.
Yeah, and the Sony is like it's a mirrorless camera. Autofocus is so good that I feel the improvement in my.
You
work.
see the difference?
Yeah, because before you have to fight, like you have to fight with the autofocus, the framing, the light, it gets too much. It's hell easier for me to.
Yeah, I can definitely relate to this one because the autofocus on the new mirrorless camera are different.
And also the mirrorless, you see the final outcome on the screen. Like the DSLR, you don't really know.
Yeah, you need to guess. Like you need to set the lighting.
Yeah, and also when I used to make this mistake on the DSLR, like I used to underexpose the photos too much that when you bring back the shadows, the details,
you don't get.
You have so much noise that it's just too bad.
Yeah, but the thing is like you learn from making mistakes. You cannot learn from.
Yeah,
you need to start somewhere. Yeah, you're right. So then, my second question is like, who's your best foreign photographer except Pierre?
Yeah, it's a lot of them. You have Alan Balender.
Okay. Yeah. His style is really moody.
Yeah, his style, like I want to replicate some photos like him. It's mostly about color grading.
Yeah, color grading, and also you should know he's using like 1DX. He's using the R5 or whatever. Yeah, big thing. You need like how many? I think here in Mauritius it's like 200,000.
Yeah,
more than 200,000.
Yeah.
Only the body.
Yeah.
We are not talking about the lens. Only the body.
Yeah, so he's one who's really impressive, and there's a lot. There's Nigel Danson, the landscape photographer. There's Mads Piet Iversen, the Danish photographer as well, landscape. There's SLO Lounge, the guys.
Yeah, he's good.
They agree. Actually,
he's
signed up
simple and he's good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see when he's going for shoot, especially wedding or couple. It's alright. He used one body camera and one off light most of the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Only this. There's nothing like fancy or whatever. One assistant, the assistant is holding the light like that. He's bow bow.
Yeah.
That's it.
He's really good. There's Irene for the surname. Irene she shoots really shallow depth of field, like 1.4, 1.2. And I'm pretty sure I'm missing a lot of them. I do have a list on my copybook over there, like from whom I take courses.
So my question is like, man, you listed all these people right there, but you didn't list tell me the most famous one on YouTube.
Yeah, Peter McKinnon actually, obviously the most famous one. I love his photos, but he kind of ranks behind a dozen of photographers I like.
Okay, I understand because.
But in terms of video,
he's
there's Sam Calder, Peter McKinnon, and there's a new guy, Niklas Christel.
I think he just got started.
He just started and stopped YouTube as well. Like he took a pause for like 6 or 7 months. He said he would take a pause and building up his goals.
He was the one who traveled US.
Not US. He went to South Africa recently and now moved to Colombia. So he started during COVID. I think during COVID he started. He's really good as well.
So my next, I know I'm asking questions, so this can be continuing.
Yeah.
So which type of photography do you like most?
Oh, I like all types, like for portrait photography, I like to do it, and I've even bought a tablet, Wacom tablet, I don't know if you saw it, to edit, like, to do the touch and burn, the skin retouching, which I'm still following the courses to get it.
So Asen is smiling at the back, why?
I feel like you're following the courses for you to go shopping.
Yeah, so I like this. I like the landscapes, which I do when I wake up early. Actually, this morning, I don't know when you come on from the road just after the stadium.
Yeah.
The next roundabout, when you look on your left, there's a road with
New
yellow
houses.
flowers on the alley.
The one I was recording.
Yeah, so there was, this morning I woke up late, as I would have gone to take a photo of that alley with the flowers, because this period has these flowers. So maybe I'll go in the morning, early morning, like 6 a.m. to get the shot. There's nobody in.
I used to do this for sunrise and sunset.
Yeah.
Like especially for sunset, like I need to go like 20 minutes before, go shoot, and then like bow, and then come back home, done everything, edit, and then send it.
Yeah, so I like this, and also I like the photography which I like most is the environmental portraiture, where you have like one person as subject or two person as subject, and then you have incorporate the environment with it as well.
It's kind of like photojournalism, but it's a little bit less, let's say it like that.
Yeah. So yeah, these are the type of photos I like. Black and white, I want to try so far because I just feel I don't edit it well. So that's what.
For this one, I would suggest you a course with Asen.
Yeah, actually I read on page, I don't know when. She likes black and white.
Yeah, let me.
Or on YouTube, I think in the previous podcast she mentioned that.
Yeah, actually she's a specialist in black and white portrait. She's portrait specialist and in black and white specifically. So pretty much what she was doing is like having a studio and only shooting with one like studio light, everything in black and white portraits. Maybe she has a Facebook, but she doesn't maintain that much on it. But previously she had a good one. She's I don't know. I guess I sent you the CV last time.
That's CV.
So most of them is her. So the black and white is her style. So if you want to if you want to learn, you can.
I'll take on video.
Yeah. So pretty much, you like mostly landscape. But you're going for kind of portrait at some point.
Yeah, I'm shooting portraits as well, and you know, like more and more friends ask me to take photos of them, of their kids, and recently I had a friend who asked me to do maternity shoot for his wife, and I did the shoot a few weeks ago for his newborn baby. Yeah, probably I'll show you the photos.
Sure.
And yeah, and then it's amazing, like, he even said to me that, I don't know to which extent it's true, he said to me that...
You're putting his word in doubt?
I don't know, he said to me that the photos I took for him is even better than his wedding photos. I know he married...
I will tell you the truth, yes. Yeah, I really think, based on what I'm seeing right now from your side, I guess like you're getting better and better. And I don't think he lied to you on this. I'm pretty much sure you're good.
I think yes, because after the maternity shoot, he asked me to take the newborn photos.
Meaning he liked the first one then.
Yeah.
He liked the first set, so that's why he.
So maybe I'll send him the link of the video to watch.
Sure. Yeah, just praise him. Give him some. Kenny, give him some love. I don't know if you know Kenny. Asen know him.
Okay.
Love? No? Bye.
Also, I like to do composites. Maybe.
Yeah. This one. I think we put a lot of work in this one.
Yeah. Actually, when starting out, I followed a Finnish guy who was like 18, 20-year-old guy.
Okay.
I forgot his name. Maybe you can link him in the description. I was so amazed by his photos. Like he would take 4 or 5 photos, combine them, and post it. So I said, okay, I'll sign up for his course. So I was like, went for his course, which I've not yet completed it. But this is when I started using Photoshop.
Okay.
And then, so I started it the hard way because I didn't really know about the tools and
How to do it.
So I was following these instructions, but now looking back, it helps me a lot. It really helps a lot in the sense that Photoshop is so intuitive for me now to use, and it's now.
Yeah, the composite you're doing is really at a different level, because for me, for example, I'm gonna use Photoshop to open the eyes of people. Like say I'm taking a photo, the eyes of the guy is closed. Oh, this one is like a short story, which is like really really amazing. There's a friend who took a photo of, she took 2 photos of a couple. Both of them have issue. Like on the best one, having the wife properly light up and eyes open and everything, and the second one is the husband eyes closed, and she made it to sell the photo to this couple. You know what she said? Long story short, she said, "Mom, your husband has the eyes closed because he at that time when we took the photo, he was so into that moment that he closed his eyes and thought about it." Man, this girl sold that photo like $22 US.
Wow.
To this couple. Let's say like $22 is like what? Like times 50 now?
Yeah,
Times 50? So it's gonna be like around 400 something. I don't know. I'm just I'm accountant, but I'm not good at math.
it's like this, so you're not working today.
Yeah, I'm off.
15 times?
Huh?
15 times you said?
50.
50.
Yeah. Whoosh.
And you said how much?
Huh? I don't know.
It's 1,000 something.
Okay, so the math guy said 1,000. So, yeah, pretty much for one photo where your husband had the eyes closed on it and you made it to sell it.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So yeah, pretty much. I guess like just to come back. So I'm pretty much sure your photos are already step up right now. So, came to that, I would ask you what you would suggest the people who just started and those who already started and taking photos, how they can make it like a hobby at the beginning.
Yeah, so it's about like shooting with intent. I would say shooting with intent, with purpose. Like you know the saying that goes around like your first 10,000 photos is crap, and after that you improve.
Yeah.
So when doing those 10,000 photos, like shoot with intent, don't just take the camera and click. Because once I think someone told me why don't I ask for a relative when there's a marriage, just to go there and shoot, I have a lot of practice, but this doesn't really improve because like how I like to do it, I like to shoot a dozen of photos, not many. I come back, I look at it on the screen and I will look, okay, this is overblown, this is editing.
This is not good and this is not that properly.
Yeah. You take notes, okay, so I have to improve this next time I go. So maybe next time I'll go in the same location another time to have better light and improve on that. So shoot with intent, with a batch, so that every time you make a step forward.
Yeah, I guess it, because for us, for example, I would say if we're doing an event, let's say if we take like a lot of photos and then we need to go back like review all this and then edit only the part of it, and then at the end you just like spending so much time reviewing the bad one that you could only at the moment when you're shooting just spend like a couple of seconds or minutes just to figure out how to shoot, how to get it. So you got 1 or 2 photos good, that's it. You don't need to at the end like spending so much time to get over.
To choose.
And also it takes time, it takes space on the hard drive and both a lot of things related to it which you can avoid and spend less time.
Yeah,
with them.
exactly.
Yeah, so pretty much what he's trying to say, guys, so shoot with intent. And I will add on it, shoot with intent, but also you need to know your camera, you need to know your equipment.
Oh yeah,
Because-
it's really important.
Because the thing is like you said, shoot with intent, yes, but let's say for example you have a cloudy day, no flash, nothing. If you're shooting and the cloud passing by, at that time you had the setting for the without the cloud. So at that moment you're gonna have like a photo which is darker. So pretty much you need to like analyze your environment also and know your equipment.
Yeah, exactly. That's really important to know what kind of shot you're gonna get with those settings.
Yes, yes. So I think we are almost at the end of it. And do you have anything to say additional for?
Well, I'd say photography is fun, so
And you don't have any promotion, guys. If you want, we're gonna put the link to his social media, Insta and YouTube too. Yeah.
yeah.
The YouTube you have two or one?
I have one which
You don't really use
I
it.
don't use it anymore. I use the new one.
Okay, we're gonna put the new one then.
Yeah.
You can find him. And yeah, I'm pretty much happy to have you here because you're the first one. And think about it. We talk about the podcast how long? Like for years.
For years, exactly 4 years, and we even we planned to do a video together, which
Yeah.
is still pending. Yeah, but I did on one video. I did cut some of the footage from Le Monde and inserted in my video as well.
Yeah. So pretty much we had this plan to do this since like I think 1 or 2 years.
Yeah.
And for me, I wanted to do my podcast since like 2-3 years before even podcast was like on YouTube that much. I wanted to do it, and I did podcast for other people, and I did podcast for other people, but till now this year 2022, I was saying at the beginning I'm gonna do one. It started at the end. But right now, I'm really happy to have you on the first one with the guests. So, yeah, thank you. And thank you to Asen, who is at the back recording. Meow. And the cats are not here today. For those who followed us from the first and two episodes, so first and second. So the cats are not here, but to remember them, Meow. And yeah. I guess like next time we're gonna see each other again. I don't know for what type of talk we're gonna have, but for sure we're gonna have next one because Ethan said like she liked the lighting here.
Oh, cool!
She liked
That's
the studio.
perfect.
She's asking you to move closer to us. That's it. That's what she said. Yes. Consider.
Yeah. So
You can give a discount on the course. Okay.
yeah, definitely.
So see you. Ciao. Bye.
Bye.